This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. One of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ballgame. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Nice.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. As he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back. It's Mateer. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down. And they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Hard running there. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the run, it's Lacy. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, going to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Mateer. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete in the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. On the run, it's Lacy. Maybe some room here. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll take it himself. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Ripped past midfield. Finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. They're going to ride this running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Now improvising. There he goes. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Extra point here will tie the game.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They believe they can run right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. He's looking to pass. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to bully their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And
oh, he's got some space. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play. He now has 79 yards rushing in this game and getting closer to 1,400 for the season. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Grab behind the line. It's Cook. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. At the 40, there he goes. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
This time they'll go to the running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Knocked out of bounds at the 43, but an outstanding return there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Looking to take a shot. Makes a deep grab. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Fires quickly. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going deep. Just laid him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 20 team, the Boston College Eagles. And it's the Scarlet Knights with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wideout. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Takes a handoff. It's Lacey. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And after this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice time.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Quarterback gets the first down. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space.
Turning it on! Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He'll try it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He's got his man across the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. He's got it. Touchdown, Sooners! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Field shrinks, tight end throws. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Fighting off the defender. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, you got to love when you got these big boys inside, these defensive tackles. And, by the way, when they keep the GPS stats on these guys, they can speed in the school zone. Like, they're moving that fast, and you can see it right there, starting to get to the perimeter, and he's running from the inside out, flashes like a linebacker. Man, what a big, fast, physical human being.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there.
Guys, look at this. Surprise, they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He tries to take the top off. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Lacy. Complete. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
This tight end's a weapon because he can give you yak after the catch. You see him break that tackle? That was pretty impressive, showing off his athleticism.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Lacy. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Trying to run, it's Lacy. And he's in! Touchdown, Rebels!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Quarterback making adjustments. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes a grab for a big play. He's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Tight end now in motion. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the misfire, it's second down. Looking to fire. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Wants to keep it in the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Sooners come down and score one of their own. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Offense onto the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
That's caught. It's cooked. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Maybe a crease. Past the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The Rebels surge back on top.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Tie game, 4th quarter. Plenty of time to work with exactly where you want to be in this one. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. He'll throw it. Got his man up. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and just like they threw it up, put it on the ground ball. On top of it, still get the first down.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Looking to throw on first down. Snags it, and there's running room. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like Which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They move on top here in the fourth. The Sooners come down and score one of their own. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. They think there's room to run to the right here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls and fires complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Lacy. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
I know they've got other timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that fourth down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, looking to pass. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
And the Sooners will punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer,